Good morning. It's Thursday, October 10th. This is Wake Up with KERA News. I'm Andrew Garcia. It's going to be sunny out today, and highs are going to reach the low 90s or so. Unfortunately, we won't see a drop for a while in temperatures. Coming up, KERA reporters discuss what happens after someone experiencing homelessness finds housing in Dallas. That's after today's news. City officials in Hutchins are searching for a new animal shelter after the city of Ferris ended their contract earlier this year. Hutchins, southeast of Dallas, is currently housing its stray animals at the Tri-City Animal Shelter in DeSoto and is in talks about opening a joint shelter with Glen Heights. Last week, the Carrollton Farmers Branch ISD School Board approved a resolution, quote, regarding the vital role of educators and staff. The symbolic resolution requests that Governor Greg Abbott and Texas lawmakers increase the state's basic allotment to allow for higher teacher pay and better funded schools. Board President Randy Shackman says it's a public statement to let teachers and staff know they're valued. For almost a year, KERA has been reporting on a new approach to combating homelessness in Dallas. One that focuses on closing homeless encampments by moving people into long-term housing and giving them the support they need to stay housed. KERA's Justin Martin talked with Christopher Connolly and Ifat Yosafor about what happens next.
So you guys have spent a year on this project. What surprised you?
I think for me, it's just the resources that it takes to take someone who's living in a homeless encampment, move them into long-term housing, and then give them the support that they need to make that adjustment. It's huge.
Yeah. We also got a real sense of just how traumatizing it is to be homeless. It's absolutely dehumanizing and damaging to be on the street. And with these people we followed, you could see the changes when we went back to visit them. They looked healthier, spoke more clearly, and were more confident.
So you're talking about what it takes to get people out of homelessness. What drives homelessness?
So maybe this sounds obvious, but a lot of homelessness is ultimately driven by a lack of affordable housing. Research shows places that have seen big increases in rents see larger homeless populations. And a lot of people assume that homelessness is driven by poverty or drug use or mental health issues. And while those may play a role in people's stories, it ultimately comes back to housing.
Let's talk about where we go from here. Is this decommissioning approach viable in the long term?
There's kind of two ways of looking at this. There's capacity and there's money. Sarah Kahn, who leads the nonprofit Housing Forward, says as long as we keep showing progress, keep seeing homelessness decline, encampments close, then the federal money that has been really driving this will keep coming in. And then there's the question of capacity. This model is permanent supportive housing. As more people get into it, you're likely to need more caseworkers, more support systems for them. Right now, there's still capacity to help a lot more people. And there's hope in other strategies that are helping people right when they're becoming homeless will keep them from ending up on the street. So
this so-called encampment decommissioning model, it's showing some real promise, but has it faced any pushback?
By and large, overall, there is major buy-in from the city of Dallas to this approach. They are a central partner in it. But there are some city council members who've expressed some skepticism. One question that gets raised is whether we should be shifting some of the resources to, emergency shelters or short-term housing plans. There's also a concern that, quote, some people don't want to be helped. But, 95% of people who are offered housing end up accepting it. And then there's also some people who want to use the legal justice system, the criminal justice system, as a way to deal with people living on the streets. Here's what Sarah Kahn from Housing Forward says about that.
Ultimately, things like a camping ban or arresting or ticketing people, in the absence of those individuals having a pathway into housing, we have done nothing to bring relief to the community around unsheltered homelessness.
She says the numbers ultimately speak for themselves. Homelessness started going down in Dallas only after we found a new way to get people homes.
That was KERA's Justin Martin speaking with Christopher Connolly and Ifat Yosafor. The Dallas Stars are away starting their season against the Nashville Predators tonight. You can watch the game for free on their new streaming service, Victory Plus. Put a bow on homecoming season by checking out the Momentous exhibit at Garland City Hall. You'll see a celebration of football, moms, glue guns, and high school tradition born in the heart of Texas. For more information and other things to do, visit kera.org/calendar. Thanks for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. The show was produced and edited by Shardae White and Becca Moore. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter, written by our colleague Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at KERATX. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.